Hello everyone, this is Ron again with Strangely Normal, and today I'm taking a look at a game that was quite well known in its time but has since faded. I mentioned it last week. That game that I'm taking a look at, as you're seeing on the screen there, is Perfect Dark. I know I said do this someday. Well, I changed my mind, decided I'd much rather just do it this week rather than holding it off. This is the menu here, and since we're here, I'm going to do no on that, hit the wrong thing. I'm going to click this option that says Carrington Institute. This is actually something about this game that was kind of neat. You can walk around this place without having to do any missions, which is kind of neat. While I walk around, I'm going to talk about the game a little bit. This is the original Perfect Dark. I'm actually playing this. I have the cartridge on an N64. And for anyone who doesn't know, this game is pretty much considered the spiritual successor.
Welcome to Hacker Central.
Sorry, but this game is pretty much considered the sequel, or not the sequel, the spiritual successor to GoldenEye 007 on N64. This is a game that I spent most of my time while I was playing it actually. I'm in the multiplayer, but this was always neat, just kind of walking around and seeing all the different areas and whatnot. Now, in here there is a firing range. Let me see if I can remember where that is. While I'm trying to find that, I'll spot off about some other stuff. One thing that, the release date of this game was in 2000. It's pretty old, and then this game was also re-released on Xbox Live in 2010 with updated graphics and controls and that. I have not played that version. I've only ever played this one. To be honest, the biggest thing is these controls. They are pretty rough. Let's see, is this the firing range?
Hi, what can I do for you? No.
That's just a tutorial. But yeah, these controls are the same as the old GoldenEye controls, which I know, and I know them all right, because who didn't play GoldenEye when that was popular? But overall, like, here we go. I think this is it.
Ah, a star agent.
Hey.
But the controls are just so weird. Like, for one, the look is not done with any of the analog. It's done with up and down. But since I'm at the firing range, I managed to find that. Let's see. Yeah, so this is... Yeah, this is the fire range. These were actually challenges that you could do to unlock various weapons from 007. They were called the classic weapons. Let's see. I'm gonna do one more here. And speaking of the weapons on this, I actually really liked the weapons in this game. There's just a ton of them, just an absolute ton of them, and so many, and they all have like secondary fires that you can do. And so as a result, every weapon has just different ways you can use it, different ways you can handle it. And I really like that. Let me see. I'll just finish this up here, and then I think I'll probably try and go and do a mission or something. Just show out this game a little bit. Okay, that's that. That's the firing range. That was also kind of neat because you actually got to see the various weapons and also were able to use them and actually get familiar with them before jumping into the game. Watch me walking into various walls and such. Now, let's see. Oh, there we go. I can just see. We will hop into the first mission here. I don't know how much of this I'm going to do, because a lot of time I spent playing this game when I was younger. I didn't actually have an expansion pack. I do now, and okay. Oh, yeah. That's my weapon select. And so I can actually do this. I did at one point actually finish this campaign. It's kind of weird. It involves aliens and whatnot. I actually read up a little bit on the plot of this game, and it is just like ridiculous. It's like two competing groups of aliens are like trying to kill each other, and and they use like humans as fronts, and it's just like, it's so nonsensical. But for the time, this campaign was actually really well done, and there were all sorts of actually pretty cool things that, unfortunately, because I'm just one person, I can't really show off too well. This game, the campaign, had full co-op capability, which for the time was a really big deal. You could play this entire game with a friend and actually beat it. I'm probably being dumb right here and missing something that I shouldn't be. Take that, fan. And also, one thing about this game that you may be noticing, or maybe probably not noticing, but is also important, is this game, all of the weapons actually have reload animations. Like, for example, it actually shows her reloading the gun. Now, in 007, didn't actually show that. Well, this goes back out to the roof. Yeah, this just shows how much I spent in this campaign. I literally know next to nothing about what I'm doing in this. I spent most of my time in the multiplayer. I'll give this a couple more minutes, and if this doesn't get somewhere, I will just head right into the multiplayer, because that's really what I want to show off. That's what I spent most of my time with, and that's what I think this game really excelled at. The multiplayer was just so much fun. Look at that guy. I heard noise. I'm just like standing behind him shooting. Noise. That's what that is. Actually, I picked up a weapon from you guys. Let's break it out.
Who are you and what are you doing here?
Look out! She's got a gun!
And actually, I mean, these graphics, I mean,
Won't shoot me, foolish child.
they aren't the best, but certainly for the time, this isn't bad. And, I don't know. This frame rate is definitely not good. But then again, I mean, you know,
Let's see how you deal.
I kill them, that's what I do. But for the time, just how this game looked is great, and it hasn't aged as poorly as some other games. Let's probably do the expansion pack in that. Okay, I set off the alarm. Oh. Okay. What, dude? I shot you. There, take that. And let's see.
We've got a contact.
That guy just tried kicking me? He just like tried to like karate kick me, like. Yeah, and oop. Take that, guys in chairs. Nope, just a door. Now, I'm trying to see if I can remember how to do the alternate fire.
That sounded like
Ah, there we go.
useless.
Yeah, you have to... That's kind of weird. You have to hold down the B button in order to switch between the secondary fire. And every weapon had one of these. Okay, that is enough of this because I have no idea what I'm doing. And these missions are not the most intuitive sometimes. Okay, let's pop into the multiplayer, do that for a few minutes. That's where I had the most fun with this game. So let me see here. I think I may have some pre-configured settings. Combat Simulator. And one of the neatest thing is these challenges. I spent a ton of time doing these as a kid. I think I got like most of them done. There's a whole ton of them. And you have to do these various like deathmatch challenges. Let me see. Actually, let's do this. And the reason why I want to do this is because you see here where it says simulants, you can actually have up to 8 bots in your matches. And this, I loved this when I was younger. It was so much fun. I really, really enjoyed it. And I spent tons of times, or not tons of time, just tons of time actually in the multiplayer just doing this. Now, let me get into this here. We got a bunch of these guys. See what weapons I've got. I like that. It's got some... Okay, we don't know 20 minutes. I think this is my old one. Let's get that down to like 5 minutes, just for purposes of this. And I think this had teams. Yes, I had teams in this one. Okay, cool. We're gonna have a team deathmatch here. This is actually probably gonna be a lot of fun. Oh, what did I do? Alright. Okay, let's start this. Okay, let's get into this, do this match, then we'll probably end it. So there's me. And this is where this game really shined. Just like GoldenEye, was in the multiplayer. And the multiplayer in this game was just awesome, because with all the bots, you could have 4 people playing and then 8 bots. So this is 12 people in a match on the N64. And I got a shotgun. Oh, I got a mag set. Okay. And with the bots, oh, he got me. And with the bots, one of the neat things was you could have different bots that all had different behaviors as well as different characteristics. You may have noticed earlier when I was looking at the list of the bots, you saw things like Turtle Sim and Speed Sim. The Turtle Sim always starts with like a double strength shield, and he's pretty tough to kill, but he's also slow. And the Speed Sim, it doesn't have as much health as a normal player, but is twice as fast. And it's neat little things like that that actually make it pretty fun, because you can have those kind of factors, and then you also have different behavior as well. There are sims with that you can have that will always kill the last person who killed them. Sims that will be very cowardly, never fight anyone. There are even like some really odd ones, like you can have bots that do nothing but run around the map and pick up weapons. Don't fight anybody. They don't get into any fights. They just run around and pick up weapons and deny other people access to those weapons. Yeah, I'm not doing very good. because I have not played this game in a long time. Ugh. Sometimes, though, that works in my favor, because sometimes these enemies can be pretty terrible. But I spent very long amounts of time actually playing this and doing the challenges, unlocking stuff, because the challenges you unlock things using multiplayer, different weapons, different bots, things like that, and I spent so much time doing that. Got that? Yeah, that guy, his name was Praysim. That's a bot who will only attack players that he thinks he can kill easily. Like based on like their weapon and whatnot. And, you know, just things like that. Oh, Venge Sim. That guy is gonna find me and kill me. Because the Venge Sim, all they do is kill whoever killed them last. So I'm probably gonna be killed by that guy shortly. Let's see. As I go around in squares. See that guy, you may not have noticed, but he was actually faster. He was actually... oh, he got me. That guy was actually faster than some of the other ones. Let's see. And the reason why my vision went a little bit blurry there was because when you use your unarmed attack, the secondary mode is called Disarm, and it disorients them and knocks their weapon out of their hands. It's actually kind of useful. It lets you, like, just get people to a point where you can either deal with them or run away. Let's see here. And these levels, as much fun as the multiplayer was, these levels were always a little bit odd because no matter what they were, no matter what the background, there always seemed to be these like labyrinths. Without many areas for just like big wide open combat. There was like a couple levels that were an exception to this, but even then, it was just like specific areas that had this. It wasn't like most, and even in those ones, there's still a lot of areas. Like many levels are just kind of cramped and not really very open, which tends to hurt some of the larger combats you can get into. There are some areas where you can do that, and that it can be a ton of fun, because then you'll have like 4 or 5 people on each side, just like shooting each other and duking it out, and there's like gunshots and people everywhere. A lot of fun. Okay, let's see. Probably a turtle sim. Probably has a stronger shield. And with the shotgun, I was doing its secondary, which is a double blast that shoots 2 shots in rapid succession. Can actually be pretty useful for taking down people quickly. Oh, he got me. Killed me pretty handily. I died 5 times. This has got to be getting... Oh, wow. My guy is stuck on a ladder, apparently. I have never actually seen that before. Oh, well. Okay, this has got to be getting close to ending soon, I would imagine. I only did it for 5 minutes. Okay, come on. Stupid guy. Knocked my weapon out of my hands. I'm all disoriented. Okay, I actually think if this doesn't end shortly, I'm going to be ending this myself. Just for the sake of time, because this probably isn't the most exciting for you viewers. Oh, I just fell down and died. That's how good I am. Suicide count 1. Yeah, and, let's see here. And, one thing I did not talk about was the sequel released for... Well, actually it wasn't a sequel, it was a prequel released for Xbox 360 called Perfect Dark Zero. I did have that. I purchased that when the Xbox came out. It's alright. It's nothing too great, nothing too special. Definitely doesn't stand up to this, even though it may look better. Some of the weapons are kind of weird. And the multiplayer, while it was good for the time, just doesn't stack up nowadays. Okay, I think I'm either going to die or get killed one more time here, and then that'll be it for me. Okay, and that's it. I died. I think I'm gonna end this. So that is Perfect Dark. Very fun game. Doesn't quite hold up as well today because of the control scheme and the graphics and that, but the XBLA version I've heard is pretty good. So if you want to check this game out, I would suggest doing that. It's gonna have better controls and probably look a little bit better. Alright, so that is it for this week's episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see all of you next week.